What's good, YouTube? It's Aquarius Leviathan Prophecy, and I checked out the Knicks schedule. Oh boy, we have some very interesting games. Now, obviously, I don't know if we have 29 I don't know how many primetime games we got, but my friend. You know what I'm saying? He told me we got 29 primetime games. Like, what? 29? Like, we didn't even have none last year. Y'all remember that. We didn't have no primetime games last year. So, the NBA is putting the Knicks on the spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's going to see the Knicks this year. Everybody and their grandmama is going to see the Knicks this year on primetime. The NBA think they slick. The NBA think they real slick. But y'all ain't fooling me. And the reason why I say the NBA isn't full of me because why in the blue hell the NBA wants the Knicks to be why the NBA wants my Knicks to play in a lot of these primetime games. Could it be exposure? I don't know. You know, a lot of people are not really thinking like me, but you know, I think, okay, so when an organization or a company like the NBA gives a team a lot of primetime games, it should tell you a lot. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like my Giants last year. My Giants only had one primetime games. The Giants have 3 primetime games this year. 3. They have 2 Monday nights and they have 1 Thursday night. I don't know if you could really consider Thursday night primetime games, but it's a short mini bye, you know what I'm saying? So we got 1 against the Chiefs, 1 against the Bucks, and 1 against the Washington football team. Notice we don't have no Sunday night football. But when we had Odell Beckham Jr., the NFL gave my Giants not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. Well, actually, yeah, they gave my Giants 4 primetime games. 4. Because of who? Odell Beckham Jr. Now, obviously, Saquon Barkley is a star, but Saquon Barkley is a running back. Saquon Barkley isn't a wide receiver. So, why? I don't know. But I'll tell you this. It's a winnable schedule. It's a winnable schedule. Now, obviously, we're taking on Philly. No, we're taking on Celtics first. And we got back-to-back games against the Magic. Who obviously, if you look at the Magic's, if you look at the Orlando Magic's games last year, they were on the road. They won like 4 or 5 straight. And then they lost some, and then they lost some, and then they lost some, and then they won some, and then they lost some, and then they lost, and then they lost, and then they lost, and then they lost. And they went out a little bit of a winning streak. And then they lost, and then they lost, and then they lost. So Magic are no joke. But at the end of the day, these are the games that you should win. Now, I'm not saying that we're going to come in and beat Boston, because Boston is a very great team in their own right. You know, saying not Shannon Brown, but Brown coming back. Still got Jason Tatum. You know what I'm saying? So that team is probably going to give us the least amount of headache. And then after that, after we face, the Magic twice, we turn around and face the damn Sixers. Now, whether or not they do have Embiid or not, it is with it. Not Embiid, Ben Simmons, I should say. Whether or not they do have Ben Simmons, it doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? And then, I'm just skipping through the whole entire schedule. We face we face the Hawks. Not on Christmas. Yeah. Just on Christmas Day, but just not on Christmas. If you know what I mean. But I'm gonna dig that. I'm gonna dive down deep into this whole schedule because it's too much. You know, it's too much. Oh boy. They always trying to get my Knicks, man. Now I'm gonna be seeing my Knicks a lot. You know. I'm gonna be seeing my Knicks a lot. And I don't want to see my Knicks a lot on TV, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Just give us 4 or 3 primetime games and we good. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gully, you know? Like, we don't need all that exposure. We really don't, you know? I mean, but the NBA knows what it's doing. The NBA knows what it's doing. They're trying to sabotage my Knicks throwing 29 primetime games in their face. You know what I'm saying? Just to see how they deal with adversity. You know what I'm saying? Because when you have that many primetime games, like I said, it should tell you something about your team. You know? Like the NBA want to expose the Knicks. That's just all it is. You know? I mean, you play on who you got on your schedule. There's no, oh, I don't want to face this team. You face who you face on your schedule. You know, I think, because if you think about it last year, we had to face, we started off ugly last year. I think we dropped our first 2 games last year, if I'm not mistaken. We opened up against the Pacers, we lost that. And then that one game where we had no chance of beating the Milwaukee Bucks, we went in there and we beat the Milwaukee Bucks, and we turned around and we lost to Philly and then some other teams. So, but this year it looks favorable. You know, we should beat the Magic twice. I think we face them at home and then we face them away, so we should beat them twice. You know, because the Magic right now, they're in their rebuilding mode, and we're not. So I think, you know, we should. I think you know the Magic should stand no chance against us whatsoever. And then after that, like I said, Philly and then the other teams. So I have to dive deep down into the schedule because I haven't really fully analyzed the whole schedule. So I'm just, you know, sharing bits and pieces of it. So, but 29, like, Jesus. Exposure to the max, man. Having that many primetime games isn't good, you know, because it tells you 2 things. Is either the NFL want to expose the Knicks, or they want to give my Knicks so many primetime games so they know that they for real. Because everybody's saying, oh, like last year, you know, the Knicks shouldn't even be in that position last year. You know, like everybody thought, oh, they was going to have to win 21 out of 31 games last year. You know what I'm saying? They like not even peeped the playoffs. They surprised everybody. They even surprised me. You know what I'm saying? Like, get your little 21 wins and that's it. But they surprised a lot of people last year. Quote unquote, they only played 72, not 82. So imagine playing 82 games now. I'm not saying that the Knicks aren't accustomed of playing 82 games, but when they were just bad, you saw it. You know, you saw it. So reducing the games to 10, it kind of helped the Knicks. I'm not going to lie. It did kind of help my Knicks. But now that they're going back to the 82, it's like, okay, now we're going to see how good this Knicks team really is. You know what I'm saying? So if they could duplicate what they did last year, they're the real deal. But if they can't, then they are who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook. I'm just playing. A little football, you know, interview. But anyways, man, so tomorrow I'm gonna dive down deep into the schedule. Haven't heard any of the preseason games, so I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to see who we face in the preseason. All I got was just the regular season, so I don't really know who we face in the preseason. So, so yeah. So like, comment, subscribe, and then Summer League. I forgot Summer League. We didn't go all the way to the championship, even though we had a pretty good record. I think we only lost to the. I think we only lost to the Pistons. I think we lost to the Pistons, and I believe we lost to the. I believe we lost to the Pacers. So I mean, I don't know, but we did pretty good. We did pretty good. Everybody stepped up. Obi Toppin stepped up. McBride stepped up. Grimes stepped up. Everybody stepped up. You know, obviously, unfortunately, you know, Mitch wasn't able to, participate because obviously he's still dealing with that, leg injury or recovering from that leg injury. I hope he's fully to go because if he's not, then I think Jericho is going to take his job. I really do, and he's great for us. Don't get me wrong, but the thing is, he's only there for lobs and blocking shots. He gets into way too much foul trouble. Last year, before he got injured, I think he led the NBA in fouls, to be honest with you. Because players are just so unique of knowing how to get people in foul trouble. Especially James Harden and Trae Young and Kyrie Irving. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just so swifty with their craft. They know how to get people in the foul trouble. And he led the league in foul troubles. You know what I'm saying? So he got to clean that up. But anyways, I mean, other than that, his game is pretty much polished, I mean, obviously, if you don't want to become a shooter, it is what it is. Maybe he's old school. You know what I'm saying? No knock on that. A lot of people saying, oh, Mitch needed, add a mid-range to his game. That's not Mitch. Mitch is more of a, paint protector. He's kind of like a poor man's, Tyson Chandler. You know what I'm saying? Or a poor man's Serge Ibaka. Well, obviously, I mean, no disrespect to Serge, but Serge is pretty good as well. Not only he can block, but, he can shoot it too. You know what I'm saying? And, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. But, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how this all plays out. Come October, we're going to see how this all plays out. All plays out. I'm going to have my popcorn, and I'm going to laugh like Nelson. Ha ha. And, I'm just going to enjoy it, The big three coming back. You know what I'm saying? The Nets, the Clippers, the Lakers. Can the Bucks repeat? It's like another episode of Dragon Ball Z. Like, who's going to dethrone the Bucks in the East? But everybody has their own 2 cents, right? Everybody's saying, oh, it's Brooklyn. Which obviously Brooklyn has shown you the last 2 years they can't get it done. Now, obviously, KD was coming back. Kyrie only played half the games. So, there's just so many excuses, but this is not a Nets rant. I'm probably going to do a Nets rant Monday. But it's going to be fun. I miss basketball. You know what I'm saying? Football right now is just boring as heck. Even when the season starts, it's still boring. But, it is what it is. Like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, take care of yourself and each other. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Never mind. Like, comment, subscribe.